Hey, well, greetings, everyone. Thanks for joining me on the Daily Dose podcast. Our verse today is found in James chapter 4, verse 17, and it reads like this. Remember, it is sin to know what you ought to do and then not do it. My memory and focus are not what it used to be. Okay, I don't think I've ever had that great of a memory. For example, my mom would tell me to do a chore and I would, forget that she had even mentioned it. My memory problem started early in life, apparently, and maybe you can relate. These days, it's more about retaining things in my short-term memory that's an issue. For example, I can actually go to a store to buy 5 things. It's only 5 things, so I don't write down a list. When I return, almost every time I forget at least one of the things that I was supposed to grab. In addition, I usually come back with stuff that I didn't even set out to buy in the first place. Yep, my memory ain't so great some days. Reminders are important for people like me. They help make sure I remember the important things that I need to do. I have appointments logged into the calendar on my phone so that it beeps to remind me where I need to be and where and when. I have a to-do list for ministry and home projects. I have lists in my office about upcoming programs and different weekly assignments that I need to complete. Reminders keep me sane and on task. Now, James, the guy who wrote our verse today, also was big into reminders, hence the reason he starts our verse today with the word remember. However, his reminder isn't about making sure to get milk from the grocery store or that meeting that I've got at 3 o'clock. Instead, his reminder is calling us back to Christian living. This reminder actually kind of hurts when he says this, it is a sin if you know what you ought to do and then not do it. Ouch! I mean, it's hard enough remembering 10 commandments. Now, anything that God asks me to do becomes a test of our relationship? Whew. In a word, this is called obedience. We generally don't like this word because it sometimes means that we have to do the things that we don't want to do. But obedience is important in building relationships. It develops trust, and in the case of God, keeps us on the right path. Because God is always correct, always right, and can see the future, He knows exactly what we must do to live a successful Christian life. Additionally, He's the only one who knows how to lead us into eternity. So every direction He gives us is for our benefit and out of extreme love for us. When we don't follow His lead, it damages our relationship with Him. It's a sin. So today, family, recommit to following God's lead in all things. He will never, ever lead you wrong.